of people, Mother's Day means so much, you know, and people have had their mothers as their backbone through their careers. And one of the people that we can boldly say has had his mother as part of his team is Richie Mensah of Links Entertainment. You've seen him groom a lot of stars. If you want to go back in the day, you have a lot to talk about, from Asem to Easy, and let's come to the new breed now. He himself at a point, Richie himself at a point was singer, so he was a musician at a point, but now he's the boss himself of Links Entertainment, and he has the new wave, or the experience wave, I think it's the new wave experience, yeah. So that's Miss V, Kwame Eugene, and Kiddy. They are the guys he's rolling with now and trying to push them. In fact, Miss V is a brand both locally and internationally. Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, they're doing their best and they're becoming well known across the globe as well. But today we're going to talk about something different. It's Mother's Day. Let's delve into his life as a son to a mother, and what role you don't know the mother plays on the Links team. And that's exactly what we'll be doing with them. And good afternoon to you.
Hello.
You know what? I'm going to let you introduce your mommy.
Okay.
So tell us, I call her mommy. So we'd like to know her full name and how you call her.
Okay. Well, as for the mommy, dear, the truth is, everybody at Links calls her mommy.
Okay.
And it's not just because they are trying to, you know, kiss my, because she's my mom. The truth is, she's actually played a mom role to everybody around. Like, I don't know if my mom became a teacher because of her nature, or she got the nature because she's a teacher. But she's naturally been nurturing to everybody I've ever met in my life. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have become the way I am, and I wouldn't have been able to even maintain the business. Because when I started, I was just 17. I didn't understand enough about human relations, grooming people, all those kind of stuff. I learned it from her, and she also guided me and helped everybody. Like, when an artist needs advice, she's there for them. When somebody needs to know exactly what to do in any situation, when we need an adult talking for us, you get me. When I remember we were going to rent a place, rent a new location for the studio. As we were going there, landlord self was thinking, what kind of boys be this? As soon as I take my mom, then they treat you nicely and everything. She's been so instrumental in my success. Like, I can't say enough. She's Alberta Mensah.
Okay.
A lovely woman right here.
Okay, so Madame Alberta Mensah. So today your son is going to be talking about you, and you talk about your son today as we celebrate Mother's Day, especially on JoyNews. So he's talked about how instrumental you've been to his business. We'll come back to, you know, what role officially you play, but this is your son. Okay. I'm sure he walked up to you one day and said, "Mommy, I want to start music."
Okay. You mean I should explain how it all started?
Yes, and how you received the message when he brought the message. Mommy's sitting down where it means that there was a lot that transpired.
He started when he was very young, class 3. There was this Miss Ghana who was doing charity show at National Theatre, and they got involved. He and their siblings. Okay. They got involved.
We were singing group.
Yes, and then he enjoyed it because anytime he got on stage, the people welcomed him, they made noise. So he told me that was the time that he felt being a star would be fun.
Wow.
Okay. But after that, he didn't show anything until he got to Achimota School. When they formed a group, he, Irene Logan, Salimi, Edwin Ferguson, Francis, and Salasi.
Yeah.
They formed a group. So they were always in the music school. He did science, actually.
Oh, okay.
But anytime I went to look for him, I had to go to the music school.
Wow.
Because he was always in the music school.
It's not my
But
fault.
for me, I have this idea that anything anybody wants to do, you do it and do it well.
Yeah.
So I never discourage him.
But you weren't disappointed that as a science student, you found him in the...
So I like music myself
Okay.
anyway. I like it, but what is important to me is for you to do it and do it well. But that point, it was like they were just having fun with it. But he learned how to play the keyboard there in Achimota School. So there was a day, it was Val's Day, and they invited me there. When I went, they had written a song, and they sang it for me, play the keyboard.
I know, right? I was young and sweet.
Yeah. So that's when I saw they were taking it seriously. And the group, they went to perform, I think it was Miss Teen SS something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Conference Center.
SS, one of those things.
He and Irene Logan performed. I was there. I was happy for them.
The beginning.
So when he finished school, he actually wanted to go to tech to do
Computer.
ICT.
Yeah.
And there was something. We were also thinking
Okay,
that
let me help you.
You want to help her?
So when we finished, I wanted to go to tech because I was never a big fan of Legon. I'm a whole nerd like that. But I also wanted to do the music, and it felt like if I go to tech, if I have to move to Kumasi for like 9 months in a year, I would have to give up on the music. So the first discussion we had was, I want to try this thing small and see if it will work. So she said, okay. My brother was in tech at that time. Okay. So what I did was, I converted my room to a studio with her permission. Okay. And then I was sleeping in his room. When he comes home, we'll share his room like that. You don't get choice. Mommy's already said yes. So we started small. And then after like a month, it started going well. You see that like this person will come out to record a demo, all those kind of things. So first it was just, the small monies that I could find from here. Then I'll buy some computer mic, those small things. So when mommy saw it was going well, then mommy said, the way things are going, it looks like I can actually do something with it. So she used her salary to go and take a loan. Wow. So that she'll pay monthly, pay the loan monthly, pay back monthly. So once she took the loan, then I was able to buy an actual mic, buy a faster computer. I did a booth. I remember the first booth I did. I still work with that carpenter because he's the only one who agreed to take 70 Ghana. Everybody else wanted 110 Ghana. I said, I don't have.
You don't have?
I still work with that carpenter until today.
Wow.
So we were able to set up the first studio like properly with proper equipment, and people started respecting us. Then started getting more and more. So when I say she's been instrumental, it's not the whole like, oh, me can't get. She actually made it happen. Then after the year, my time, you had like 1 year before going to uni. So when I think like the 9 months were up and it was time for me to actually go to school, then I sat down and had a talk with her and said, Mom, you can see the music thing, it can work. Like how things are going, it can work. So is it possible I continue with the music instead of continuing with my And she was scared, said, Richie, are you sure if you do this and anything goes wrong, you will miss out on the education? So she said, okay, let's come up with a compromise. So she mentioned that, okay, since I want to do ICT, she said NIT is also very good. So let's go and check. And NIT has a more flexible schedule so that I can continue with my music and still have a backup plan. So we said, okay, then we went to check NIT. They said they do like 3 days in a week and everything. I was like, oh,
good
that's
for
perfect. It's like 2 hours a day, 3 days in a week. So I can still concentrate on the music and still get the education. So she gave me the permission and we kept going. Before
I come back to you on, how you were able to get the kind of people you got come to your place to record. Mommy, I need to ask you this. So at the time you were picking this loan for your son, it must have been, a time that you had two things in mind. Let me try this for him. What if it doesn't work kind of thing? I don't know what was going through your mind at that time.
I wasn't worried because I took it like I was still paying his school fees. So I wasn't worried. But I knew it would work. Yes, I knew it would work.
What had you seen at that time? Just for the fact that he was performing with his friends in school, or there was something more?
I don't know whether I'm lucky or I'm blessed. All my children are very responsible. Wow. They are very responsible. So throughout school, I saw that he was very responsible. So I knew it would work. And they listened to me as well.
How many of them do you have? How many? Because he comes across like a mommy's boy.
Yeah, I have
I'm
two
last
sons.
baby.
Okay,
Yeah,
now I get it. Okay, so I get it.
And a daughter.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So two men and one.
Yeah, lady.
Okay, so I get it. So I'm sure the first boy is before the lady before him.
No, the
The
lady,
lady
first.
first.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think I've seen her, Angie.
Yes.
Okay, so Angie first.
Angela.
You know, people don't know where that Angela comes from. Kwame just keeps deceiving people. But
Don't mind him, oh.
Angela is actually Richie's big sister. I've seen her, so I've had the pleasure of seeing her. So for those of you who haven't seen her, sorry about that. Maybe one day she will also decide to speak in front of the camera, and then you can see her. So then you have a brother that comes in the middle.
Yes.
And where is he?
Albert.
Oh, Albert. You know, I've always thought that, for some reason, I've always thought that Albert was a cousin.
No. Because we don't look alike.
Yes.
I've got the good looks in the family,
Albert will kill you. No, seriously.
Yeah.
I've always thought that Albert is distant, maybe like your cousin, so...
No.
Albert started working with us when we needed a manager for us.
Yeah.
Wow.
That time he was working.
That's long ago.
He was working at Choice.
Yeah. So when you had manager for some and everything, I was like, Charlie Albert.
I said, Albert, you have to take it up yourself because it looks like we can't really trust anybody.
Anybody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know they are starting, you don't have money to pay anybody,
Yeah.
Charlie.
That's true.
So I convinced my brother.
Hey, family business, sharp.
Yeah. And the good thing is, the truth about the matter is, I was never even the most musical person in the family. It started with my sister, who did it she did it in senior high, did it really well. And then after, she went to UK and started doing biochemistry. Continued with the science. Albert also finished, he was also singing when he was in senior high.
They had a group.
Albert also had a group.
Yeah.
We continue.
No, just continue. So then Albert also was singing plenty in school and everything. I remember I went to watch them singing in the choir and I said I have to join this choir.
Wow.
So they all inspired me. Then Albert too finished and also went to do engineering at Tech. So when I also finished, it felt to me like, Charlie, you're the last hope of the Mensah family. If you don't do this music thing, the music is dead. So like we all had the gift for music. And I think with the science background too, it gave us that ability to look at things from a technical approach. So pulling the whole family in wasn't too difficult because the passion was already there.
Wow.
It's you.
Beautiful story already. But I'm sure somebody watching will ask, okay, so we've been talking about mommy, your siblings. So where's daddy?
Oh, thanks. What else can I say? I can't say it.
Oh,
But
why can't you say?
oh, daddy is a doctor. He works in
Clinical biochemist.
yes, clinical biochemist is in Koforidua.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the army those days, but they are divorced, so
Okay.
we weren't living together at this time, so he wasn't part of the decision making.
So
Even
all
though-
of you were with mommy.
Yeah, oh, the time they got divorced, Angie was already in the UK, and
He was in JHS
Yeah,
and
I was
Albert
in
was in SS.
yeah,
Okay.
so we made the decision easier because he was against it. Because even when
He
I
wanted
started
him
the
to
music,
do medicine.
yeah, he really wanted him to do medicine. He kept bringing me forms to go and be a doctor. Because when I was a child, I kept saying, I'll be a doctor. I wanted to be a surgeon and stuff.
Wow.
So even when I started, after Frema Sef, he still spoke to me about going to medical school. I said, oh,
Does he still do that today?
oh no, right now they can't.
No, he's giving up.
But you pa, right now grow.
So mommy has been part of the success story.
Yeah.
And now she has a role
Mommy
that she...
is the success story.
Okay, that's beautiful. So mommy is the success story of Links. And I see that she has a role she plays. It's like like you said, everybody calls her mommy. And
Yeah.
she's the one who, shields, if that's a better word to use, most of you.
Because the thing is, when I was younger, and they say some things like, with age comes wisdom, I didn't get it. Because as far as I'm concerned, like, I should say as a young person, I didn't see the difference between knowledge and wisdom. But the truth is, wisdom is formed from experience of good decisions and bad decisions. One thing that mommy has always had is she's been wise for so long in her life. Like the advice that she gives, even at points that I don't understand, when I follow the advice, I look back later and realize, hey, this is what would have happened to me. So one of the things that has helped us always stay a step ahead is we have somebody who actually understands how things should be and just advises us. Like sometimes some very, very tiny things. Look, some emotional problem can slow down work for 3 months. But mommy will just sit you down and talk to you about it, and you just straighten up and everything is fixed. You get me? It's not an easy role she's had for so long. And
Richie is somebody who can really argue with you for him to really understand what you are telling before he takes it. And I have that heart, I can do that with him. So we can argue something out for a long time. Then when he accepts, then he carries on with it.
It must have been a serious task for you as a mother, because apart from the fact that he's your son, he has other people he works with, and their burden becomes your burden as well. And
I mean, there are times that I would come to her and borrow money to pay school fees for an artist, all those kind of things, because he can't afford it. I can't afford it. Mommy, what's up? Oh, it's not easy. No.
But in all of this,
I'm grateful. I'm happy.
Yeah,
for
in
the
all
way
of
they
this,
turned up to be.
Before they became this huge, in when you were doling out money, when he comes to you, was there a point he sat there and said, "My son, this is not what I really bargained for"? What kept the hope?
Do I even know? I don't know, but I trusted him.
Even when he wasn't making money.
Yeah, I trust them that they will make it.
And
I also understand motherhood to be this, that you brought the person to the world. It's your responsibility. So once you can afford, why not? So
and even when he had extra responsibility, which was from his
anytime
artist.
Anybody comes around, I pick the person like my son or my daughter. So when they have a problem, whether emotional, financial, and I can help, I go in.
Ma'am, let's talk about the time in Richie's life where almost all his artists that we know that he had made were leaving.
Yeah. Especially when Izzy left, 2 weeks, I was always weeping. I wept. Because that was the time he packed his car and then shot a video for Izzy, the go-go one. That time, he spent 20,000.
Wow, at that time, 20,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes. And when he finished, she came and said she was leaving the label. Richie couldn't tell me.
The video yet. Yeah,
he too kept it for a long time before he told me. But when he told me, it was hell for me. It was hell for me.
And how did you pick up yourself to be able to speak to yourself? I'm sure you were very broken at that time.
Yeah.
And so you couldn't tell your mom. And then you told her and she also was down. And
actually, I didn't tell her because I saw how broken I was, and I knew how it would affect her. Because it's like I say, mommy takes in the artists even more than I do. Like, she really treats them like her kids. So when it happens, it's like a child has left you. At least with me, it's half business, half personal. But with her, it's like your child has left. So I knew say never but
we prayed and worked at it. Izzy came for a party once, and I told her that Izzy broke my heart. And she said, "Oh, she's sorry." She wanted to go for Big Brother.
At that time, okay, that was why she decided to leave. And there was Asem too. He also left. How did my question is how you manage, because it was in a sequence, one after the other, one after the other, and so at that point,
I think Asem's one didn't hurt mommy as much because I think we saw it coming. He had started acting up. Do you get me? Before it happened. You get me? So that one was...
especially when he got the glow money, he thought...
that was the end of life.
He raised his shoulders before he left. Izzy's own was more heartbreaking because there wasn't a problem. There was nothing. It was just... she just upped and left. That was painful.
But when I saw that she had gone to Big Brother, then I consoled myself that maybe it's because she wanted to go to Big Brother. And if knowing very well that we wouldn't have allowed her to go.
That one day we wouldn't have.
Yeah. So.
Now, how do you make policies to manage these artists? Do you have to involve, like you say, you go to your mommy, so counsel from mommy and say, "Mommy, I've seen this new star, I want to sign them on. What do you think of them? Do you go through that, or you use your discretion and say, Mommy, I'm bringing in this person?
No, in general, I ask advice from a lot of people because everybody on the inside will bring. So definitely, Albert has a big role to play because Albert does most of the work on the ground. So if he feels he can't promote an artist,
there's no way.
Yeah. Mommy helps me assess the person's attitude because especially what I've learned the hard way, if you don't, if the person's attitude isn't right, it means the work isn't going to last long anyway. So it doesn't matter how talented the person is. What I assess is the talent and how marketable the person is. So it's like everybody comes together in making the decision. One man alone can decide. But right now, you're just if you're watching. We're on break, right?
The three you have now.
Thank you. I like the new wave.
Mommy,
Yes.
it's been a long way coming, and Mother's Day is a huge day.
Yeah.
Now you see the success your son has attained over the years. You said earlier that you're proud. What is that wish that you have as a mother, that when you go into your closet to pray to God concerning Richie, you say to him?
More chicken.
I always pray for all of them for success, more success, because where they are now, I think God has done a lot. But there isn't one specific thing that I pray for. I pray for good health for all of them. I pray for success, that whatever they put up their mind to do, it has to be successful.
How do you feel when you read stories about your son, his artists, and most of them?
At times I wish I can comment. At times then I'll call Angie and say, Angie, have you read this? Oh, these people, but that's what they sign
if
for.
People do any bad headline from this story.
Oh, not at all.
That's
not
what
at all.
they sign for. So what do you do? Because at times it's so hurting that I will have to console them. So I just thought, don't mind those people. Don't mind them. But it's hurting me as well. But still, what do you do?
Now you're handling boys, and you know the things about boys, from Richie to the artists is managing, and you know boys, women, you know, and he having to manage a female.
Yeah.
He's managed females actually. You manage Irene as well. Do you manage Effie at a certain point?
Well, she's like a cousin in the family.
Okay, so she goes and comes and then.
I'm actually closer to Effie than almost every other artist in Ghana. Most people don't know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I see. So how do you help him manage his relationship with these ladies?
I know they will take them like he would take them like sisters. So I no fears at all.
And
there are at least 14 million girls in Ghana. The one you the market no, that would be the one you
see where your mind is. Your mind is not even there now.
We are all free with each other.
Women, the reason I'm asking because the mood swings. Women, they say it's difficult to manage women. You don't know when we're in the right mood, and you know
that one. There's no managing. You just pray to God.
But when I see it, I talk to them.
Okay.
Especially with the ladies, I talk to them that it's normal with ladies. But when it comes to work, you shouldn't bring that in.
Yeah.
Because you spoil the work.
Because
I talk to them a lot.
At the point when he had Irene,
easy.
Same time.
Yes.
2 women on a label.
One will come the one who comes early will be in the studio. The one who comes later will go to the bedroom. Because we're living in the same house.
Okay.
Yes. Because one is in the studio, the other one doesn't want to go there. Yeah, but he managed. He managed it.
It's not easy.
Is that the reason why you've decided to stick to V alone? No other lady come. You prefer the boys?
Oh no, not really.
Oh.
No, the boys
too can be jealous.
Yeah.
They do.
No, the truth is, I tell people this all the time. An artist is like your child. It's like an adult who's your child. You need to understand that they have an emotional connection with you. They have a physical connection, financial connection, every kind of connection that's possible. You need to take care of the person, which includes their emotions. And tiny things will make them feel a certain way. So if you ignore it, and they see you as a parent, So if they feel you're giving this one more attention,
like Kidi and Yuji, we didn't get it that easy to get them close.
You have to let them understand
that you love both of them.
Exactly.
You give them both attention.
And the thing about links is, when we are working, we can get some stupid focus that's not even funny. So if you're an artist and this week we are shooting your video, all attention on you. So for the other artists who's sitting there waiting for their video to be shot, so in this time you need to remember to keep this one, like let the person remember that, oh, yours is coming on. Thank you. Because if you are not careful, and you know how things can be, maybe you shoot a video and then the next week somebody is featured and wants to shoot a video for that too. So it's like 2 weeks you're concentrating on one person. So you need to always remind each person that everybody has their time, but everybody is valued the same way.
But you know, even in this, even after this explanation, people still think, maybe because it's the last born, the last signee, people still think that Kwame gets more attention than Kidi.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Links there.
No.
The attention is the same.
And these days, we try to pull each other to support the other one.
Okay.
So even if this one is busy, you have a role to play. So you won't be idle.
The attention there, it goes around the same way. And I mean, you can tell they are all doing well. You get what I mean? And once we see an opportunity, and the thing too that we also explain to people is, not everybody is going to get the same opportunity, but we'll maximize every opportunity everyone gets. So my point is, maybe, like right now we're doing promotion across Africa, in UK, US and everything. Maybe Kenya will really like Miss V, and Nigeria will really like Kidi, and South Africa will really like Kwame Eugene. It doesn't mean that since Kenya likes Miss V, I have to force them to, no. The opportunity that we've grabbed for this person, we will promote it to the fullest while we look for more opportunities for everybody. So most of these things too is having the person understand so that they don't feel left out in any situation. Sometimes you've not had a hit song in 3 months, so nobody's calling you for interviews. It's okay. When you have a hit song, they will call.
So that is when we push you that you need a hit song.
Yeah.
So be at the studio most times.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to get a hit song.
But that's what I mean by they're like your child. If you don't explain to them, because I've seen parents and kids have issues because maybe the child doesn't know that the things are hard. Money is hard right now. So parents are taking a second job. Now they don't see the child because they're always working. And the child doesn't understand. And they're complaining, my parents don't like me, my mother doesn't come home and stuff. But if the parent just took the time to explain to the child, say, in my kakra, I take a second job. So when blah, 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 the child will understand and appreciate what the parent is doing. But most of the time we think protecting our children is keeping information from them. I've actually made that mistake before. But the truth is, opening up to somebody.
Mommy says,
me when I say children, my artists are my children.
Okay.
Mommy, we hear my show.
I'm not hiding anything.
What are you hiding? You know?
The artists, like I always say this. One thing that the difference between old links and new links, I always say this, was that at first we used to shield the artists too much. We didn't let them see the suffering we're going through. Like how you mentioned Go-Go Wine. When we were shooting the Go-Go Wine video, Izzy knew that it was the most expensive video we had shot. It was one of the most expensive videos that had been shot up until that time in Ghana. But what she didn't know...
That's where the money was coming from.
Yes. She didn't know how much we sacrificed to shoot that video. She didn't know the fact that... Let me put him on blast right now. Michael, who was also a manager at Lynx, Michael at that time, his nephew was in the hospital for cancer, and his family was looking for money to be able to give to take the nephew to the hospital. And this same Michael went around and found a way to take a loan to shoot Izzy's video. But she didn't know this. All she knows is the video is costing and we found the money, we are doing it. So she won't see how difficult it is. So it makes it easier for her to take a decision that affects us negatively, because it's like, the same way like I'm saying, the child say, my mommy doesn't have time for me, so I'm going to go chilling, I'm going to go drinking. If they knew that the only reason mommy isn't home late is because she's looking for money to pay my school fees, maybe next time when a friend says, let's go and smoke, we will say, mommy won't like it after all she sacrificed for me. So I've realized, and I learned that from her. She never hid anything from us. She was very open with us and everything. Said, if you want to let somebody understand what you are doing, the sacrifice and everything, or just open up to them, let them know the truth. So,
and that's working.
Yeah, it works. Like, I mean, I tell the artist, when there's, look, Charlie, we don't have money to shoot the video right now. The next 2 months, I'll do this, and find a way to shoot it. But right now, dear, we are broke. At first, we used to shield them too much. Right now, there are some who say a bread. And I know there are people out there saying, what's Richie talking about? Links is doing well. And look, it's not easy. Nobody has it perfect. Nobody is having a silver spoon. I know a lot of people who are hearing this story are shocked because a lot of people, they see me as some dadabi boy, with money day house, and I just got a studio and stuff. I remember somebody sat there someday and said, oh, but you are lucky you have a studio. And I said, hey, it's not lucky. My mom is not a billionaire. She's a teacher.
I'm a teacher, but I do everything. I sell, I do. Next time they call it galamsey. I do palm sky. When they come home to learn after school.
Okay.
And then I sell anything I get. I sell.
You sell.
She worked extra hard and sacrificed to be able to get me here. So I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was just lucky that she sacrificed extra. Look, Mommy was the kind of person those days that Mekai pa sometime not come before 3 Ghana. If all the money Mommy is holding is 5 Ghana, she will still buy corned beef 3 Ghana and cook for us because she believes that we must live good, we must eat good. So if she has to work extra hard the next day to be able to find money the next day, she's not going to say, I didn't like, hey, Mommy, they were bro.
Oh.
I didn't like, I'm not a fan of fish.
Okay.
So how everybody is going to school and they'll buy sardine and tuna, which is relatively cheaper. I don't like fish, so Mommy can't buy that for me. So Mommy will find a way and buy corned beef plenty. Corned beef,
wow. Wow.
And the whole time she was doing this, I didn't know what to say because she's honest. So I know that money no day. So it's not a case of money there, she's doing that. She's actually sacrificing and doing that. So it's instilled that in me. I think that's what's kept Links going. Like, we can be there, there's not enough money to survive safe, but we'll do everything and shoot the best video that we can. Pull money from all, like, let's work hard. And once we have the faith in the people, they will return the favor. You get me? Because she had that faith in me. If she didn't have that faith in me, there'll be no Richie, there'll be no Links. I'll be sitting somewhere doing a desk job by now. All this wouldn't have happened. So in that same way, let me also have faith in the artists. They'll bring it back. And
I'm sure now you've been able to, see the future of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, Mommy, this is a very delicate one. I'm sure Richie will not like it, but
I don't like it. Mommy, don't answer.
What do you think I'm going to talk about?
I don't know, but if Miss G says I don't like it, then it means I don't like it.
At a certain point in a mother's life, and you see your son, there are things that you wish will be happening. He's hardworking. He's worked very hard. He's, like you say, he's paid his dues. And at this point, Mommy's like, so when will you say, I brought somebody home, I'm going to get married? I'm sure.
Links before I agreed at 32. And Richie is not 32 yet.
Hey!
Michael got 32.
I don't like that. I'm turning 32
next week.
So from there.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, from there.
Then the pressure has started.
Yeah. Because Michael got married when he was 32. Albert's 32.
I'm pressure free.
So 32.
No. The truth is, let me look. I think everybody can tell this about me. I kind of am a romantic.
Yeah.
Small. Is there small? But my biggest problem for my personal life is I have no personal life. I've made my work my life. But if somebody is able to, take my attention.
Well, last week I told him that, Richie, your girlfriend will get angry with you the way you are always into your work. I was talking to him. I was here talking to him. About 30 minutes, he wouldn't even listen to what I'm saying. I said, no girl would take this. So I think when he's settled very well, he'll get someone.
I have a vision of where Link should be. I know we are doing very well. I have to thank God for that. But in Andrew Hall, and where we are right now, it needs 95% of my attention.
So after 2 weeks, you start.
But life there, you don't plan these things. What happens?
Hey, who tells you so?
You don't plan.
But you know, at least you have, like how you have. You see, I like the way you say you have an idea of what the future of Links should be.
And I have an idea of what my future. Oh, me, I've planned it too. That one there, 2 amazing kids.
Yeah.
You know, that one they have planned.
You don't want more than 2.
The time with the, you will see. I want twins.
Oh, I see.
So if I get twins, maybe I add another one.
Oh, okay.
If I don't get twins and I get 1, 2, 8, third one. Yeah. But if she had said that, like, I'm not here, so everything. But no pressure. You shouldn't. I think people put too much pressure on themselves for this kind of thing, and they get into.
I leave them to make their own decisions on these things.
Hey, mommy, did you hear him?
I know, say.
Okay, so let's wrap up the conversation. Mother's Day. Your mom is here with you. You've talked about how she's helped, build this. It's almost an empire. Yeah. Now you're going to modeling.
Some Lucia's line.
Hey, Charlie. The next thing you go into the air, I don't know.
Eba, don't worry.
Really? I can't wait.
But you know me, I'll talk about it
until it happens.
Thank you.
I know.
The modeling is about to have said it if you hadn't said it.
Oh, Charlie. Please, now we are going to modeling. If you have some chick way. Are you still auditioning?
Oh no, we finished auditioning.
Yeah, done. Oh, okay.
Not just chicks, guys too are models.
Okay, but normally
hey, girls, everything you want to take all the attention. Hey, me if I come,
You can modeling.
It's
okay. I'm sure on a day like this, Mother's Day, there's a lot that you want to tell your mom. When you hear of the Mother's Day, there's some frenzy that goes with the day. On a typical Mother's Day over the years, what do you do for your mom?
Oh, I've done different things. We've gone for dinner at African region.
Then you play the keyboard and sang
for you. Yeah. I see.
We've done different things. But mommy there, I always like to say, I prefer to appreciate her every day. Because the love she shows every day. She doesn't choose one day to show that she loves me. So every day, I want to appreciate her over and over again. But Mother's Day is like a birthday where, you show the person that I appreciate you every day. But today in quantity, extra special. Because what she's done, it's amazing. Like, I know it's the role of a mother to take care of her kids, but I think she's gone way beyond that. Yeah, so
I give you the opportunity to tell mommy live on TV something on Mother's Day. I asked her about her prayer for you. What prayer do you render to God every time you think of your mom?
Every time I think of my mom, first I think about is good health and long life, because all the blessings she shared in the world to me and so many other people, she needs to live longer to enjoy the blessings that are going to come. Because look, whether you are Christian, whether you are Muslim, whether you are atheist, you know that how life works is if you're a good person, the results must come. And I really believe she's been so good that she needs to enjoy life. Look, I want to be able to reach a point where mommy has no care in the world, nothing at all worrying her, because she's enjoying life. I remember like when Cristiano Ronaldo got signed to Manchester United, and he called his mom and said, "Mommy, don't go to work again. I've got you." I want to get to that stage where she's completely taken care of financially, emotionally, everything, because she's been so good to so many people. If I say so good to me, I'm being selfish. I'm taking all the love. She's been so good to so many people that she deserves so much more.
I mean,
what to tell him?
Yes, because he said a lot. So yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe he's told you some of these things before.
Yeah.
But here is he telling the world what he wants to do and wishes for you.
What I think I want to say is that I appreciate he appreciating what I've done for him, though it's my duty. And I think God made me that way as well. And I appreciate the way that he's listened to me and he's gone this far. The trust, I trusted him, he didn't disappoint me. And I'll keep on trusting him, I keep on praying for him, so that more success will be his.
Amen.
Amen.
Richie,
Yeah.
Say a prayer for your mom live on TV.
Okay.
It's Mother's Day.
Okay. Please, I'm a Catholic, so let's do the sign of the
Okay.
cross.
So how do we do?
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay. Almighty and ever-living Father, thank you so much for this day that we're sitting here together with the ability to pray to you. Almighty Father, you created this day, Mother's Day. Well, we helped you create this day, Mother's Day, to appreciate mothers for all that they've done. I can't speak for every mother in the world, but Father, I can thank you so much because this woman who's sitting right next to me has been more than a blessing to me my entire life. I thank you so much for putting me in her path, for putting her in my path, and for making all this happen. Today, I pray that you let her understand how important she is to me and to every life that I have touched. She is the person who's touched that life because without her, I wouldn't be me. I pray for extra blessings for her. I pray for constant happiness. I want her to smile at least 16 hours out of every day. And the other 8 hours, make sure just be there. No frowns at all. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for all that you've done. And thank you so much for Alberta Mensah being in my life and all our lives. And thank you for Miss G, too. Who's also amazing.
Amen. Amen. Okay, I don't know how to do that, but amen. Thank you guys for having us. We are very, very grateful that you're sharing your mother with us. She's a mother to a lot of people. And for those of you who do not know Alberta Mensah, now you see her. She's the woman who's held this young man, seen him through the phases of his career and made him this big. Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you. You're always welcome.